Good day YouTube, it's me here, Sketchwits, coming to you with another video. In my previous one, I had primarily introduced myself in a metaphorical handwave while getting killed in Horacio repeatedly. Wasn't exactly the funnest thing to do, but I guess it's a good way to start a channel. That aside, I wanted to get more into detail about what I actually plan on doing while I'm on YouTube, as well as what the purpose of this channel is. So, getting into more detail about myself first off. I've actually been on YouTube for about, let's see, how do I best put it? For about 16 years or more. In any case, I primarily grew up with YouTube, and I have been watching how my favorite creators have risen, burned out, fallen, or maintained their audience over the time. And I was just busy taking notes to see how best I could actually run a YouTube account if I ever opened one. And currently, I guess I'm at that point where I'm ready to get my feet wet and see how things turn out. So now that that's discussed, I'd like to discuss what I plan on doing with this channel outside of that. Currently, I don't really have too many plans for this channel outside of it being, well, mine. Which is to say, I don't plan on doing collaborations or things with anyone. I'm not really the social type. But that aside, I do want to say that I have been focusing on doing animations. Perhaps I'll do tutorials sometimes. Regardless, I have been working on my characters' animations so that I can add them to reaction videos. It should make them a little bit more fun to look at. But that aside, yeah, I do actually enjoy, well, giving this a shot. So, content creation is definitely fun right now. I don't expect it to always be, but I'm interested to see how this turns out. You know, I've actually been watching for quite a while, and I'm a little curious. You see, I've noticed that Google seems to be making it harder to start a YouTube account and make it become popular, as if they're trying to slow down the trend of people just exploding in popularity overnight. First, they restricted kids with COPPA, and that's kind of like the main medium for YouTube. I mean, it all started out with kids who wanted to stand out or just upload stuff for fun. And they keep adding revenue and advertisements, and what I notice is that the advertisements seem to slow the video rates. It's just something that I find a little bit peculiar, because nobody seems to be discussing it in full detail. I don't really blame them. Well, I hardly blame myself, because no one's really taught how to really, well, treat a YouTube account or whatnot. I mean, they still don't cover it in school, and I can say that's a complete and utter shame, because YouTube is very critical, and there are many teachers that are using it. But that aside, and speculation aside, maybe I'll do a theory eventually. But that's just a theory. I can't really steal MatPat's thing, honestly. I'm just a little curious to see how this turns out. And, let's see. I guess I'm going to be lurking for a while I'm uploading as well. I don't really plan on doing too much outside of, well, contributing a video here and there to the website every few days. And that's if my job allows. So, hi again, I guess. Nice to meet all of you. All 0 of my subscribers. My goals for this channel are to potentially make it to 100 subscribers by the end of this year, by December. It might be possible by December 32nd, but, well, hopefully it's possible on the 31st, since that's the last day, you know? That aside, this is primarily most of what I'd like to discuss, and I will now get into a little bit more about the reason, well, that I started this video, and that's to fully discuss what I'm considering uploading to this channel. Let's see. So I primarily plan on doing gaming reactions with animated emotes through my character, or speed paints, how-to videos, drawings, you know, everything and whatnot. Maybe I'll take a anime or something here and there, and if I like a scene, I'll actually animate over it as I'm reacting to make it even cooler for my viewers. but if I open up a Patreon, you guys might have to pay to see it. So until then, if I make one, I guess the first few are free. In any case, yeah, it should be fun doing YouTube because I like the challenge. I think I've acclimated to how the trends keep changing. It is true that Google and YouTube keep changing the algorithm and how things operate on it, but I believe the reason they're doing that is so that they can slow down the taking over of fads. Sometimes channels grow so fast that content creators don't really know how to handle it, and they kind of collapse when they deviate. You know, when people join a channel for a fad, they also leave when the fad ends. And if a content creator tries to keep them, they turn their channel into a fad, and that just means that when the fad ends, so does their career. And I've kind of seen that happen a few times actually. And it's still happening to this day with some YouTubers I watch. So if you guys see me uploading a video and it just explodes in popularity, just a bit of a heads up, there is a chance that I will actually completely and utterly ditch uploading that video or any of that type for at least a few weeks. And the reason for that is because I don't want people to think my channel is just following the fads like several other creators, but rather I want to show that my channel has depth, and the way I would do that primarily is by uploading many different types of content. I might stop for a few years at one point and continue later, but in my honest opinion, and based on what I've seen and studied while lurking around YouTube, and I've been very analytical about this, it seems that the only people who can maintain their channel are the ones who can take a fad and convert it into people who are more interested in the depth of their channel than the fad that brought the creators, well, that brought the users to their channel in the first place. And I think I kind of want to test that theory because, well, I've done all this studying, so it's a hypothesis. I guess that's something to start off with. In any case, I thank most of you for watching this video, and to the, actually, I don't have any subscribers yet. I don't know if I'll have any for a few weeks, actually. But it should be fun trying to gain some, you know? I mean, I've been on Reddit for a few years, so I guess it shouldn't be too much harsher. I mean, at least the mods kind of remove mean comments on YouTube, but I don't really care what people comment at this rate. Like, regardless, I thank you for watching this video. And by the way, my intros and outros, they should also eventually have animated transitions with them. You should see this guy covering your video screen right now eventually moving, if things work out properly, and if not, well, I can just work on from there. In any case, I thank you for watching this video and hope you have a nice day. Goodbye.